Welcome to my fast news segment channel. You can view quick news in few minutes. Telangana Chief Minister A. Revant Reddy on Monday distributed financial assistance of rupees 1 lakh each among 135 candidates who qualified for civil service prelims and are preparing for the main exam. He distributed rupees 1 lakh check under Rajiv Gandhi Civil's Abhayastham program at the Secretariat. In his remark on the occasion, Revant Reddy said that the civil service aspirant should crack the exam like Arjuna, who shot an arrow aimed at the eye of a fish without worrying about family and financial challenges they encountered during the preparation. He said that unemployment was the main issue during the Telangana movement, and Telangana state has been achieved the sacrifice and struggle of unemployment and student. Chief Minister claimed that 30,000 vacancies were filled within 90 days of the Congress coming to power in the state. Amidst the ongoing drive to demolish illegal structure built on lakes, ponds and other water bodies in Hyderabad, the BJP on Monday threw a challenge at Chief Minister A. Revant Reddy to demolish the education institution illegally built on the land of a lake by AIMIM MLA Akbaruddin Owaisi, BJP floor leader in Telangana Assembly. A. Maheshwar Reddy asked if the Chief Minister dares to use a bulldozer on the building constructed by Akbaruddin Owaisi illegally on Salkam Cherbu, alleging that the Congress government is unleashing its fury on common people in the name of Hyderabad Disaster Response and Assess Monitoring and Protection Authority. CP leader asked the Chief Minister to take action against illegal construction in the old city. He alleged that the last 20 years lakes, ponds and government land in the old city were encroached on the constructed building. Maheshwar Reddy said if the government is sincere, it should release a white paper on the name of lakes in and around the city and extent of encroachment on water. Minister of Information Technology D. Sridhar Babu visited IIT Kandy on Monday, August 26, where he praised the institute for its development of a driverless vehicle. He was accompanied by former MLA Jagga Reddy and IIT Director Murthy and Minister Sridhar experienced the driverless vehicle firsthand. The innovation was created by the Technology Innovation Hub on Autonomous Navigation and Data Acquisition System, which was inaugurated by the Minister of Tech for Science, Technology and Earth Science, Dr. Jitendra Singh, on July 4, 2022. Reflecting on this earlier visit to Silicon Valley with the Chief Minister Revant Reddy, Sridhar Babu noted that the IIT Hyderabad technology impressed him even more. With the Krishna River floods receding, irrigation department officials closed all the crest gate of the Nagarjuna Sagar project on Monday, August 26. The gate were partially lowered on Sunday and fully closed on Monday as the dam reached its capacity. Early, the project will receive 49,345 cuses of inflow and releasing 52,803 cusecs of water. The current water level is 589.90 feet, just short of the full reservoir level of 590 feet. The project is still releasing water into the left and right canal and generating power. 22 years old woman died while her father was severely injured when their motorbike was hit by a mini truck at the Begumpet flyover on Monday morning, August 26. The deceased has been identified as Prasanna, resident of Munuguru, Bhadradri, Kottagudem district. Her father, Shankar Rao, who worked as a sub-inspector, is currently under medical care. According to police, the father-daughter was on their way to a hospital when the accident took place. The accident created a traffic block extending to 1 kilometer at the Begumpet Panjagutta road. A case has been registered against the truck driver. Further investigation are on. Died of electrocution after contacting a live wire at her residency in Pandurangapuram village of Kottagudem district on August 26. The deceased has been identified as Kumarama Samaka. The incident occurred when the deceased and her husband Nagaya were arranging goods at their residence, which is also part Kirana store in their village, when they came into contact with a live wire, resulting in an electric shock. After the incident, they were rushed to a government hospital where the victim was pronounced dead on arrival. Her husband is currently undergoing treatment as reported to be in a stable condition. BJP leader from the Maheshwaram constituency, Andala Sriramulu, approached the Pahadishari police on Monday and complained about Tumola Cheruvu missing from its place. A delegation led by Sri Ramlu met the Pahadishari police official and handed them over a petition requesting them to locate and trace the Tumula Cheruvu. The lake was reportedly spread over 8 acres of land located at Guda and was allegedly encroached by land grabber and sold to unsuspecting people. Sri Ramlu said that the Hyderabad Disaster Response and Asset Monitoring Agency should immediately take action and protect the lake. Telangana Minister of Transport and BC Welfare Poonam Prabhakar has urged citizens to give information on encroachment of lake and ponds anywhere in 33 districts. He asserted that people should participate against the encroachment of lake and ponds in Telangana. Speaking to media on Monday, August 26, he explained that the government has undertaken this program to protect against atmospheric pollution in geographic condition following the demolition of illegal encroachment in Hyderabad. Poonam Prabhakar revealed that the government planned to expand the Hydra initiative across the Telangana. Ahmedabad Jodhpur Vande Bharat Express hit a cement slab placed on the railway track in Rajasthan Pali district last week. Police said on Monday the cattle guard of the engine hit the cement slab, causing the train detention for 8 minutes. NWR CPRO Shashi Kiran said no one was injured in the incident. The incident occurred between Jaivai and Birolia under the Sumarpur police station on Friday. Case against an unidentified person has been registered. TRS working president KT Ramarao has accused the Telangana government of hiding dengue death data, suggesting a health emergency due to rising cases. On August 26, he raised concern about Twitter, questioning who is hiding the data and why. KTR stated on Twitter that Director of Public Health Ravinder Nayak reported 4,648 dengue cases from January 1st to August 21st, but no fatalities. He had reportedly highlighted 5 reported deaths on social media and called for intensified sanitization awareness campaigns and better blood platelet available. In response, Health Minister Damodar Raj Narasimha office denied dengue-related death, attributing seasonal diseases increase to rain and winter diseases. However, KTR challenged this, citing media report of 8 deaths in 2 days and questioned the accuracy of data. Telangana Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy has announced that new Vice Chancellor will be appointed for all the university in the next 15-20 days, and the state government will take steps to fill all the teaching and non-teaching staff, including the requirement of assistant professor and professor. Soon addressing the previous BRS government of total neglecting the university and education sector for the decade, he said that the situation was such that students were left with no opinion but to buy education in a sector that was privatized. He had made the announcement on the check distribution event of Rajiv Gandhi Civil Abhaya Hasal scheme at Secretariat. In a fervent address, AIMIM floor leader and Chandrangutta Assembly MLA Akbaruddin Owaisi has criticized those advocating for the demolition of the institution he established. He emphasized that the skill and education he provided to the student are provoking jealousy among some who seems determined to undermine his effort to uplift the underprivileged. Condemning his opponent, he stated, "If someone has enmity with me, come and finish me with sword and gun, but don't try to stop my good work." Despite having survived multiple attacks in the past, Owaisi affirmed that he would not be deterred from his mission, even if it meant risking his life. A political reshuffle is underway in Jammu and Kashmir as it gears up for much anticipated assembly election, with several leaders switching sides amid personal disputes and dissatisfaction with their current mandates. The poll, scheduled to be held in 3 phases beginning September 18, marked the first assembly election since the Jammu and Kashmir were reorganized as a union territory following the abrogation of Article 370 in 2019. Election to the 90 members Jammu and Kashmir Assembly will be held in 3 phases on September 18th, September 25th and October 1st, and the result declared on October 4th. Congress on Monday slammed Kangana Ranaut, the BJP MP from Mandi in Himachal Pradesh, for her shameful remark on the farmer agitation and asked the actor politician to apologize for her comment. BJP cannot simply issue a statement to hush up the matter. Kangana Ranaut must apologize to the farmer for her shameful comment. How can she call the farmers the murderer and rapist? Supriya Srinath, Congress social media head and spokesperson, told. BJP has challenged Telangana Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy to take down properties owned by AIMIM, BRS and Congress leader as part of the ongoing demolition drive of illegal encroachment in Hyderabad by the Saffron Party has made a list of properties including the Fatima Owaisi College situation on the Salkam Cheruvu. BRS Working President K.T. Ramarao leased farmhouse in Chanwada and properties belonging to other BRS and Congress leader which have been built by reportedly encroaching on lake. For journalists staged a demonstration outside the leader of the opposition Lok Sabha Rahul Gandhi residence in the capital on Monday, August 26 to register the protest against the rising incident of assault on the scribes in Telangana. Protesting scribes from Telangana. The protesting scripts from Telangana waved a placard and posters to highlight multiple incidents of violence against the fraternity and also the state government apathy in such cases. Protest outside the Congress MP residence come in the backdrop of the assault of two journalists in Telangana. Chief Minister Revanth Reddy native village Kondareddipalli in Nagar Kurnool district when they came under attack by ruffians with political blessing last week. Wrapping up the attack on ruling Trinamool Congress in West Bengal, BJP state president Sukanta Mujumdar has announced a series of programs to protest the alleged rape and murder of a woman doctor at a state-run hospital here over 2 weeks back. The program will be held across the state between August 20th and September 4th, said Mujumdar. Also, a union minister demanded Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee resignation for her alleged failure to address the issue of women's safety. Mujumdar said the party will begin a sit-in planned area of Kolkata from August 20th, while the party women wing will lock the gate of the state women commissioner office. Enforcement teams from GHMC and the Revenue Department have intended a demolition drive on Monday, August 26 to raise down unauthorized structure built on government land in survey number 2, 3, 4 and 5 in the Raidurga area of Hyderabad. The demolition drive, which is being carried out amid tight security from the police, has sparked outrage among the affected residents who claim that no prior notice was given before the action. A yellow alert has been issued by the India Meteorological Department for a few parts of Telangana for Tuesday. Thunderstorm accompanied with lightning and gusty winds are very likely to occur at isolated places in Jaishankar, Bhupalpalli, Mulugu, Bhadradri, Kottagudem, Khammam, Suryapet, Mehbubabad, Warangal and Khammam and Hanmakonda district. Hyderabad will witness cloudy sky. Light to moderate rain and a thunder shower accompanied with gusty winds are very likely to occur in the city. Maximum and minimum temperature are likely to be around 30 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius according to the released by IMD. Justice K. Lakshman of the Telangana High Court issued guidelines to Hyderabad Disaster Response and Assets Monitoring and Protection Agency, which are to be followed while initiating actions against illegal encroachment and unauthorized construction. Firstly, the title of the encroacher and the person who made unauthorized construction shall be perused, if any. Secondly, permission obtained illegal from various authorities including GHMC, municipalities and Gram Panchayat should be gathered. Thirdly, Hydra shall not show any discrimination between owners of small extents of land, that is 50 to 100 square yard and 1 acre and above. Fourthly, the Hydra shall follow the procedure laid down under GO MS 99 dated 19 July 2024 establishing Hydra Fifthly, the Hydra has to take step by following due procedure laid down under the GO so as to enable the citizens to respond confident in the state. The Indian Railway keep warning commuters about the life-threatening consequences. Many still ignore the warning. In one such incident, a woman in Telangana narrowly escaped death after she was caught under a goods train. The incident happened at the Vandigi railway station in Telangana. In a video shared by Twitter by Adhana Telugu, the woman can be seen lying on the railway track as a train passes above her. According to the post, the tribal woman was crossing the track to reach the platform. When she noticed the train, she approached her. However, instead of panicking, she laid in the middle of the track, let the train run over her and got up after the train passes through, and she escaped unhurt. So police said the woman was not sleeping on the track but have narrowly missed being run over. Telangana Crime Investigation Department launched an investigation against multiple private hospitals across the state, accusing them of attempting to defraud the Chief Minister Relief Fund by submitting a fraudulent document. The CMRF intended to provide financial assistance to those facing a health emergency, natural disaster, and accidents was reportedly targeted by these hospitals in a coordinated scam to siphon off state firm. According to the FIR filed by DSN, Murthy has accused the hospital allegedly colluded with local individuals to generate fake medical bills and documents. These falsified records were then submitted for approval from the Chief Minister's office, aiming to unlawful secure government hospital. The FIR details the hospital involvement in a scheme that amount to forgery and attempted fraud against the government. The Telangana Waqf Board on Monday unanimously opposed the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024, terming it a retrograde step to target the Muslim community and Waqf institution. Amid of the state Waqf Board, presided by Chairman Sayyid Azmatullah Hussain and attended by 7 members including Hyderabad MP Asaduddin Owaisi, resolved to reject the proposed amendment to the Waqf Act. Owaisi said that the Telangana State Waqf Board became the first Waqf board in the country to oppose the unconstitutional Waqf Amendment Bill. He thanked Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy for his support in opposing the bill. Board rejected the bill as a retrograde step to target the Muslim community and Waqf institution, condemned the diversify agenda being pushed through the controversial bill. Death of 2 children in a span of 15 days has raised concern in the public over rising cases of viral fever, including dengue in the district. Both the death took place in Bompalli village, which fall under the Sadashiv Nagar Primary Health Center. 10-year-old boy had from the viral fever about 10 days ago. While he was being shifted to a private hospital, the boy was treated by a RMP, suffered fits and death. However, the health department officials said that the 2 deaths were not caused by dengue. The 2 cause has been created a panic among the villagers. According to the source, most of the patients of the viral fever are going to private hospital in Secunderabad. Medical treatment at the private hospital is proving to be a heavy finance burden to the families. Watch the channel. Press the bell icon to get latest notification of news. Like, share and subscribe my channel.